Well, hello everybody and welcome. Let's jump into our third stream together. And I just want to ask everyone in chat already, let's show some thanks for Troxa following. Thank you so much, Troxa. And I'd just like to give you all a chance to sound off, see who's here in chat. Meanwhile, meanwhile, I'm going to get situated here, figure out what I'm doing, and share with you the goals for this stream. All right. So, first of all, we need to de-derpify this house. So we're going to have. I'm going to kind of cover three ranges of goals. So, this stream, our in-game goal is we need to de-derpify this house, and we also are going to do a bit of farming. Okay. Uh, so that we can collect some resources and better de-derpify our house. We are also not actually on the right stream. Let's see, let's move that. I just realized that. Sorry, you did not see me pointing at the house. Noob mistake, noob mistake. There we go. So yeah, we're de-derpifying the house. We are doing some farming. And we're also going to see if we can't find some actual spruce. Okay, we were very unlucky last time because we found pretty much all the woods except for the spruce, all right? Our second goal, our little community goal, if you will, is we're going to have a little conversation, and I think it's an interesting topic. We're going to talk about usernames. Usernames. Now, I think it's an interesting topic, but as I even say it, I'm thinking maybe it's a really boring topic. So it could be boring. I'm sorry if it is. Um, but I think we can have some fun with it, okay? Then the other thing that we're going to do, our final goal here, our overarching goal, if you will, you may have noticed on that hype screen, there was some information in the top left corner. So we currently have in our community 17 people, no, 18 people now. I just noticed we also had 2DBA451A following. That's going to be an interesting name, but howdy. Thanks for being here. So yeah, we have 18 people in our community. We're trying to get to 25. Now, that could happen this stream, or that might not. It might have to happen in a future stream, and that's fine. That's totally fine. I'm going to have that little follower tag up at the end of the stream as well and see where we're at. And the idea is, once we hit 25 followers, we will have a special stream with live voice. What we'll do is the stream immediately following the one in which we hit 25 followers in our community, I will, that week before that stream, that's the stream that will actually do the live voice. The week before, I'll send out invites to everyone who's followed through Twitch and set up some expectations for the event. And then that next stream, all of your beautiful voices will be there with me, and we will have that all live. We'll have a wonderful conversation. I've been writing down some topics. So yeah, that's the plan. So let's see. Going back, I can definitely see we've got Mr. Decker, who actually gave us some pre-hype hype because he was he was here before I went live. That's how impressed I am with Mr. Decker. Shadow Scarab is here, and he said that that the reason for that is that everyone has been waiting, and we're gonna just hello, whoa, hello, hello. um, we're going to just do that because I realized you didn't get to see my beautiful face last time because I accidentally had the start screen. Let's see, and that is also been mentioned a couple times in chat. So sorry about that, everyone. Acrelia checking in from the kitchen today. Chicken's on the pan. All right. Excellent. What are you planning on doing with that chicken, Acrelia? And Mr. Decker, I'm glad that the stream is working for you now. Shell says, hey. I apologize, Shell. Last stream, I think I called you Chelik, because it's Shell CO8. So Shell, welcome. Acrelia says, hey, Shell. Everyone, whenever anyone shows up, I invite you to please have a conversation with them, welcome them, say hello, and all that good stuff. But enough of this. I've been doing absolutely nothing. So, I'm hoping all of you can hear me just fine, and everything is balanced. And let's see here. Okay. So like I said, we do need to do a bit of work up here. We need to fix that opening up there, fill it with something. I'm thinking spruce actually, and I'm wondering maybe doing some spruce steps. I don't know if this would work, but kind of a little bit of an indentation there. So you know, we'll just go for it. We'll see what we get. We'll see what we get. Okay. And Acrelia says, ooh, you're making Thai red curry. Ooh, that sounds really good. And Shell says, False basically did the same thing. So False said Chelik, and I'm glad that I was able to find out that it is, in fact, Shell. So that's good. What did I do? I thought I had some birch. Oh, there I do, right there. I just don't have any birch planks. Okay. So we'll craft up some birch planks. And then we're going to craft up some birch stairs. I don't know how many I'm going to need. 12 ought to do it, he says before 12 is definitely not enough. As you know from last time, I'm very bad at judging this. And also, see, I've made this a very awkward building to build in, but that's also just because I'm still kind of trying to remind myself how to do this. All right. So what I'm thinking is I want the steps, the top to be here, okay, and then the back to be here, which I think means I need to put something here to work with. Now, before I do that, I just need to say bye to Shell. Shell, all right, back to class I go. Have a great stream. All right, thanks so much, Shell, for stopping in. I really appreciate it. And I hope you have a good class. All right. Haha, okay. Let's take a look at that and see if that is just extra derp or if it works. And let's not fall down there. You know, I think I like it. I think that could work. So we will go ahead and go with that. Okay. Or should it be out one? That's a thought. Okay, we're going to see, and then I'm going to ask you what you think. Because if it is like this, you can see it from a distance, but, you know, not really. So what if we do instead? What? Oh yeah, no, that's actually right. I just was in the block. Okay. Oh, man. What if we do this? Huh. Actually, you know, what if we did that as a combination? Let's do both, huh? What do you think? Keep that like that, but put a birch block there so you don't see the dirt. Yeah, and then another step there. Let's try that out. And if you think that it works, we'll keep it. If you think it looks extra derp, we will not. Okay. So then I need to go inside, clean it up a bit. Let's see. All right. It does mean we have. There goes my shovel. which we'll replace with stone this time because wood just isn't cutting it. It would be a better pun if it was scissors. There we go. So we'll put birch planks there. Yeah. You know what? What do you think? Okay, on the inside it looks okay. Maybe I could add a bit of interest there. You know, I think it works. I think it works. You know? Yeah. Already it seems just slightly less derp. So, okay, all right. I think the I think that's going to do it. I think that is going to look good. All right. So then what I need to do is I don't need to place dirt down if I do this smartly. See, I can go ahead and go in here and plunk those down right like that. And then come over here, and I don't even have to pillar up. Look at this. Well, maybe I do. Oh, you know what? Oh, I need to do some different things. Light Boko, welcome to the chat. Acrelia, thanks for welcoming Light Boko. What's new with you, dude? We've got a little a straw poll there that was put out. In fact, actually, if anyone has the straw poll, I think at this point in the community, I think I actually decided to allow links to be in the chat for just the moment because I don't see it as becoming an issue just yet. So if anyone could grab that link and repost it, or try, we'll see if it works. We'll get Light Boko's take on it. Speaking of which, I'm going to just check and see. Okay. Acrelia, I don't know if you still have that link in chat, but if you don't mind, I sure would appreciate a repost if you're able. Oops. All right, so we are de-derpifying this place. Oh, I tell you, everything's breaking. Okay. But in order to do that, we do need to dirtify it a bit. Okay, there we go. And let's see. Light Boko says, my second semester as a sophomore has just started. That's what's new. Whoa, second semester. Oh, man. Time is just flying. That is crazy. Crazy. And before you know it, it'll be last semester of your senior year. Whew. Acrelia says was too late to get it, I think. Oh, okay, all right. Well, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I think this is going to work, but I am going to just quickly throw this screen up and tab over. I believe we will be good if I do this. Shadow Scarab! Oh, congratulations! Shadow Scarab says that he was pre-approved for a house on Monday. And I mean, that's huge. That is super huge. So, do you have any houses that you are interested in, or have you started looking yet? Or I mean, I know it's one thing, first things first. You got to get pre-approved and all of that. So, yeah, I definitely understand that, but that's really cool. And it's a land and house package. Okay. So I don't know how it works in Australia, but I'm assuming. So does that mean if you get just a house package, you're talking about in the city, but a land and house package would be something more if you're doing like a rural place or something like that? Am I correct in that assumption? Let's see. Light Boko also says that for many other people, this second semester started about a month ago. That's true. It is a bit late, isn't it? But that's all right. It's kind of cool. Does that mean you go later into the summer? And then Mr. Decker says that he just finished his 4th semester of uni. Oh, congratulations. Congratulations. What are you going to do after that? And then Shadow Scarab says it will be built once full approval is gained. Okay, so essentially you buy the land and then you have a house built on it. So not an existing house. Okay. Very cool. Very, very cool. Yeah, sure, we'll do that. I think that'll work. That is so cool. Wow. Shadow, I'm pumped for you. I think that's really exciting news. Thanks for sharing that. And speaking of building houses, look at that beautiful segue. Look at that. Just that little touch, and I would say it looks a decent bit better. A decent bit better. Not a ton bit better, but a decent bit. Now, another thing I was thinking of doing, because see this is silly down here because it just it looks like we've put the house on a toothpick, and that's just not going to do it all. However, what I was trying to go for here is some houses you have the crawl space underneath, okay, and oftentimes there's venting and all this kind of stuff. So what I want to do is have that sort of visible, and to give the illusion that yes, there's something underneath this house. There's a foundation, which is the cobblestone, and then there's just some crawl space and some venting. So eventually, I'm going to take some fencing and kind of put that down there. And I think the fencing will sort of make it feel like it's actually some support and kind of make this house feel like it's not just floating. And of course, as you probably know, so this foundation here is not the full foundation, but we are going to continue this house. But I think this is going to be sort of the back room. I think we're going to leave this open, maybe put a little garden here or something like that. And then over here, we'll extend out this way on both sides. Fill that in. We'll kind of do a bit of landscaping around it, and of course fill in for the foundation. And I think that'll be pretty good. Pretty good. Okay. And Shadow Scare, because it's my first time owning a house, I get first homeowner's perks. Wow. So they're incentivizing first-time homeowners. That's really cool. That is really cool. And Lightbogo says that we have special midterms in the month of January. Okay, so you kind of have to wait a bit until the next semester comes. That makes sense. Mr. Decker, I don't know what to do after uni. We'll hopefully get a job. Don't really know what I want to do yet. And, oh man, that's great. Yeah. The dirty word, job. Yep. Yep. Kind of looks good. We've got our sheepies over here. Okay. So, I'm going to just take a quick peek. We have 7 total votes in our straw poll. And right now, okay, so our straw poll, everyone. Our straw poll has this purpose. The question is, how did you choose your username? All right, we're going to get started on this conversation, I think. How did you choose your username? Now, the answers that you could have chosen from were, I thought of my favorite things and I put it together. Okay? Thought of my favorite things and put it together. The second option is, it sounded cool. The next was, it was auto-generated. Now, what I had in mind in that is, I don't know if anyone has an Xbox or, what is it called? I can't even think of the account right now. But, if you sign up for an Xbox account, there's a randomly generated username that you're given, and you can choose to use it or you can change it. That's perfectly fine. But I noticed that some people online said that they just would go with what was chosen. So that's why I put that there. Someone took what I wanted, so I added stuff. That was another option. I've noticed that as well. Sometimes people, they have a name they really like, and it's taken. So what can you do? And then the other option was username. This is my real name. Okay, not common, but I know a few people who've done that as well. But interestingly enough, out of our 7 total votes, 4 have gone for I thought of my favorite things and put it together, and 3 have gone for it sounded cool. So interesting. And Shadow Scarab says S and S was for 2 of my friends in primary school whose names both started with S. Huh. Very interesting. Okay. Cool. I've never heard something like that. That's really cool. So you kind of paid a little homage to some friends, took the first initial of both, and came up with a name out of it. That's really cool. That's really cool. And Acrelia says, I sort of did both, option 1 and 2. So I needed a gamer tag. So I love the sound of Arlia from the Dragon Ball universe. Okay, I hope I'm saying that well. I don't know the Dragon Ball universe that well. So I love the sound of Arlia from the Dragon Ball universe. So I just played around with with other similar sounding words. Okay, I totally dig it. Acrelia, yeah, it has a nice ring to it. Yeah. And I think that's my approach to any characters that I create in a game. If I'm creating a name, why am I picking this up? What am I doing? um, yeah, for me personally, I like to come up with a name, especially if it's in, say, an MMO. Okay, I love to come up with something that is it sounds like it could be a real name, not just like a username. And I don't want to put characters in it and all this stuff. I want to come up with a real name. So, I totally dig that. I think that makes a lot of sense. Ah, yes. In all that waffling about, I realized I do want to change this door. Now, Mr. Decker says someone took Decker on YouTube, so I added Mr. And yeah, that makes perfect sense. Danny Kesley's? Danke? No, I've already totally lost how to say your name. But hello. You say, is there a number we can call in? I want to talk Minecraft. Well, welcome, Dan. Yeah, actually, if you want to talk Minecraft, I've got a legitimate answer here for you, because the plan is we're trying to hit, as our community, 25 followers. And if we hit that, we're going to do a live on-air voice chat episode. So if you'd like to be a part of that, and if you'd like to discuss Minecraft and all kinds of other things, feel free to follow. And in the episode after the one in which we hit 25, we will be doing that cool thing. All right. And let's get a stone axe. Okay, so our derpy little hut here is going to have a little bit nicer door. Danny, right now we are about at 18, I think, But, yeah, 18 I believe it is. I don't have the number handy at the moment. But yeah, I don't like this at all. Let's change that. 18 strong, and we've got a good community here. We like to hang out, have a conversation. In this current moment, we're just discussing usernames. And we've got a little straw poll, which actually I will relink so that you can see that. And Mr. Decker asks, could you turn down the Minecraft music a bit? It's a bit too loud in my opinion. So, let me do that. Let me go ahead and turn that down. We will put it down, let's say, yeah, about there. And actually, actually, it makes a lot of sense that it's loud because I've been trying to get OBS up and running, full speed, everything working well, and I downloaded the newest OBS, and I think it changed my audio settings, so it actually is loud again. How's that, Mr. Decker? I could certainly lower it if you think it's still too loud, but I think that is better. Why am I just not able to place this the way I want it? Okay. Acrelia, I'm sorry. I was thinking that I had links enabled for people, so unfortunately I do not. Maybe that just means I need to mod everyone. But let's see if I put it here. Now that's... actually, yeah. I like it. I like it. I think that's how we'll do it. Okay, cool. Okay, Lightboko says, I have to head off soon. Hopefully you don't quite reach 25 followers. I want to participate in the voice chat. Well, Lightboko, don't worry too much because it will be the following stream. So if we hit 25 this stream, the voice chat will happen next stream, okay? So, yeah, we'll actually... I'll be sending out all the links, getting everything ready, going over some rules and things. We'll meet a little bit early before the next stream, and that's when we will do our voice chat stream. So take care, all right? And sounds good. So see you, Lightboko. See you next time. And let me go ahead. While I was doing the other thing, that is adjusting the volume, I should have real quickly posted that straw poll again since it doesn't seem to be working. So there we go. That is there. Back to Minecraft. Look how good we're getting at this. This is smooth. Transitions and everything. Okay, and it's nighttime. So, you know, last time we were exploring, we were looking for all kinds of things, and see, look at that skelly. Oh, you're not going to get me this time. Nope, nope, nope. We had a little bit of an adventure trying to avoid skellies. I'm just going to keep dodging. Haha! Because I would love to get a bow. Although I think I actually have enough string to make a bow. I'd love to get one from a skelly. It's just kind of like a personal goal, you know? So while it's night, and while the skelly is not looking... Oh, nice evasive moves. We'll just do a bit of this. Yeah, I'm feeling a little brave, because, you know, we've got full iron armor. Yeah, we are low on food, though. And on hearts. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Not paying attention to that. So brave and foolish. All the fools. Whew. And the creeper just sneaking up on me. Oh. Oh. Oh boy. I don't know if I can take this. Oh man. And what do we have there? There's 4 skellies, is it? I think those are 4 skellies, if not more. Oh man. And 2 creepers down there. 3 creepers? Or is it 2 and a skelly? There's a spider way. Oh my gosh, everyone and everything is out. Except my little sheep are safe. There's a spider there. You know, we're not messing around with this. We're going to sleep. And hopefully those mobs are not too close because, oops, we're going in the water. Because I would like to get a little shut-eye. Whew, alright. Zizix, how are you doing? Welcome to the stream. Once again, I think I said welcome before. I know I meant to. Creeper's gonna creep. Okay, well, while we wait for them to wander about, we are making a hoe, stone hoe, and it is exactly that. It is time to farm. Acrelia says, don't forget, it can be hard for viewers to keep up when you're in the dark. Recording demands torches, lots and lots of torches. All right, Acrelia, thanks for pointing that out. You know, I did notice as I was going back and watching the last stream just to see how things went and learn from my mistakes and all that. I did notice it was kind of dark and hard to see. So I'm glad to know, you know, that is the case. I'm glad to know that I need to be aware of that. So I will be from now on, hopefully, if I remember. And yeah, I'm going to go ahead and torch this place up, I think. I think that's going to have to happen. Oops. Because, you know, even even if it's not just, even if it only helps for viewers, it's worth it. But it's not just that, actually. It's also going to help me because mobs should not spawn so close, if I am correct. But yes, first I think what we'll do... Rolled, hey people! Alright, Rolled, thanks for coming in. How are you doing, Rolled? How are you doing? We are derping along here, and we're going to make a little garden. We're going to make a little garden. With some wheat, because everyone has wheat in their garden, right? So what we're going to do... Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think what we're going to do here is we're going to have a little water stream. Let's say about here, okay? Oops. Roll doing good. How about you? You know, I am doing great. I look forward to this. After that first stream, I just thought this is a ton of fun. So, yeah, I really enjoy streaming, and I look forward to Fridays so that I can stream, chat with you, and we can play some games, hang out. I think it's a blast. So, yeah, I'm doing really well. Thank you. And now we are going to make this look like it actually has some weight to it, you know? Like someone actually thought this through and said, hey, we need to have some water to irrigate the crops. We actually need to put some stone down so the water, you know, actually sticks around for a bit. And I don't know, has anyone seen a French drain system? Do you know what that is, a French drain system? So a French drain system, if you're not familiar, is one where basically you put piping in the ground, and that would be piping that has holes or some kind of ability for water to actually get into the pipe. But not so much that dirt or gravel or anything else gets in there. And then around that pipe you put gravel, right? So gravel being coarse means that water can flow easily through it. And then on the top you put usually a finer material. So something like, let's say, you know, I'm trying to think. I mean, dirt works. Let's just say dirt because, you know, I can't think of anything else right now. There was actually a word. I can't think of what it was called. It's a type of granite that that is very hard. Actually, you probably don't want that because then it wouldn't let the water through. And it's not just pure granite, but it's actually essentially like a really hard dirt. But yeah, so you want some dirt around it, and then what you do is you put a wall in front of it. So usually, and I know this from the context of putting one in behind a house or helping putting one in behind a house. The idea was there's this sloping hill. So imagine a hill going into this house. All right, we're gonna use Minecraft houses to explain French drains. Don't ask me why. I have no idea. I don't think, I'm guessing not many Minecraft players use their stream to explain French drain systems. I'm guessing that's probably not a thing. Not sure that anyone finds it interesting, but I feel like explaining it. So yeah, so let's back up. Okay, we've got our house. Let's say there's a hill coming down here. And for the sake of this, let's just say this is the hill and never mind the depth, let's just say it's coming down like this. Maybe it's even a little steeper, right? That's the hill. So you've got it coming almost to that house. Now the problem is you don't want water to erode the foundation of the house. So if the water is coming down this hill, anytime it rains, right, it's going to come down this hill and it's going to erode the bottom of the house. So, so Acrelia, you would be right to assume that this is not a common stream theme. Acrelia, I don't know why I'm talking about it, but yeah, you don't want water to erode the house. So you put in a wall here, and then behind the wall, you put in this French drain system, the piping, and then the layers of coarse material up to finer material. And what that does is all the water streaming down here gets stuck at the wall and flows down into that pipe. Now the piping system then goes off to the sides where it can safely drain and will not erode your house. So, okay, enough of that. Thanks for listening to me just ramble on about that. Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? Okay. Now, we're going to go down here, and we've got all this water down here. I think what we need to do, actually, is we're going to make an infinite water source, even though I believe I could just do that without. We're going to make an infinite water source. We could probably use those little ponds, but no, we're going to do the other thing. And we've got plenty of iron to do so. So let's make us let's not make a minecart. Let's make ourselves two buckets. Let's say 2 buckets. And the reason for that is at some point I'll probably want to get some lava, you know? Okay. We'll put the iron back and we're going to I love that door. That looks really good, I think. Come back down here. And we're going to put some water down. Now, we strayed far from talking about usernames, but I do want to share a bit of my answer on this, which is that I chose it because of an interest. Yep, we did not need an infinite water source, but that is okay. That is okay. Ah, boy. So, sometimes people get asked if they like, or why, where'd you get your username? I mean, I feel that's a common question. A lot of people are asked that, So, I'm going to share with you sort of the evolution of my username. And the reason, I don't know if anyone finds it interesting, really. I find it interesting. So I always kind of thought having a username that is the same across all of your accounts, generally speaking, is a good idea, Generally speaking, it helps because then people can find you more easily, and it works well, So initially, when I was trying to decide what I would use, I think I need to actually do something different here. I thought of my favorite game. Now you'll see actually in the description down below, my favorite game happens to be Secret of Mana. And Secret of Mana is, for those of you who don't know, it's an RPG for the Super Nintendo, made by Square, actually, at the time. And so I really liked. I play it every year. I actually replay Secret of Mana every year. It's an action RPG, similar in some ways to Legend of Zelda, but it also has real time. Or sorry, it has some more RPG themes. Okay. So at the time of thinking about what username I would use, I said I like this game, Secret of Mana. And I like the whole concept of mana in that game. The tree of mana and all this. So anyways, I liked also, just to play on words, Mana Man. So for those of you who don't know, actually my original name was Mana Man. Enrolled says, still haven't found any spruce. No, Enrolled, if you were here at the beginning, we had a fun little countdown, and for those of you with keen eyes, you may have noticed after we counted down and hit 0, we were told the spruce is a lie. But anyway, yeah, so I went with Mana Man, and then really liked it, but then discovered that some people also used it, or something very similar to it, from time to time. And, it just occurred to me that after a couple of times running into the problem of, okay, that username is taken, I need to do something different. So at that point, I wasn't really sure what to do, and I liked this game, Secret of Mana, and I thought maybe I'll go with something like Tree of Mana. Okay. Now, slight spoilers, so put your earmuffs on if you have not played Secret of Mana, just for like 10 seconds, okay? 10 seconds. It's a slight spoiler. 10 seconds. The Tree of Mana is feminine, okay? All right, earmuffs can come off. You're good. Well, I didn't really think about it at the time. I just thought, the Tree of Mana is cool. Let's go with that. And then I thought, actually, maybe what I ought to do is, instead of going with the Tree of Mana, I should go with the Sword of Mana. Okay? So, earmuffs back on for 10 seconds. The Sword of Mana is masculine in the game. Okay? Earmuffs, you can take the earmuffs off. Okay. Now, I thought this was pretty good. Then, a game came out. Oh, shoot. A game came out which was called, you probably guessed it, Sword of Mana. And I thought, oops, that's not going to work, because I don't want to have, a username that is a video game, and I certainly don't want, this was inspired by the game and the concept of mana, which is not completely unique to the game. But, I obviously I don't want to use a game's name, so I thought, all right, well, that's not going to work. Back to the drawing board. While passes, and I'm thinking, okay, I would like to have a username, and, it would be cool to have some connection with this theme that I like, in some way with the game that I like, and some interests. And for me, art is a definite interest. I actually, unfortunately, haven't had the opportunity to do much of it lately, but I actually paint with watercolors. So, Art of Mana was inspired and born, and I've used it ever since. So, there you go. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. And I'm pretty happy with it. I think it's a good name. It fits, and I've been using it ever since. Plan on continuing to use it. So, there you go. That's my long story. If anyone else has some more they'd like to share about their username, Rolled, we're kind of putting that out there, so feel free. Okay. I've got a little issue with this. See, I was hoping to have like a garden back here, and it's turning into essentially just a little farm. I suppose that's not terrible. that's not really what I had hoped for. So, you know, we'll go with it. I mean, it is what it is, right? And I'm impatient, so we're gonna go ahead and get some wheat. Yeah. Um, all right, this is cool. Finally, we are in business because now I'm going to lead some sheepies over to a pen. Hey, how's it going? How's it going, buddy? We're gonna go this way. All right. Yeah, we're gonna go this way. Right over here. Oh, this is so much easier with the with the wheat. So much easier. Come on, you're following me. Oh my goodness. Why did I not do this sooner? Oh, come on, buddy. Come on, come on. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Rolled says, well, my username is Rolled because my name is Rolled, but that was taken already. And so Rolled has 3 Ds at the end. There we go. Simple as that. And actually Rolled. So in other words, if you were to do the straw poll that we had, then you would choose the username. Well, this is my real name option. In fact, while we hang on just a moment, we're going to go ahead. I'm going to repost that straw poll in chat. There we go. Go back into the game. And Zizix says, Zizix is just a mispronunciation of my real name that I adapted into a nickname, and then 08 was my graduation year. Zizix. Zizix is a mispronunciation of your real name. Interesting. Zizix. I'm trying to think what real name sounds like Zizix, because I can't at the moment. Interesting. Cool. Okay, Zizix says my real name is, well, so here's the problem. Okay, I'm assuming that I'm pronouncing Zizix correctly. Okay, you know, as in your username. So now when you say, okay, so Zizix says, I'm going to say Zizix for the moment. Zizix says my real name is ZZYZX. The sheep are going to stare at me. I'm going to stare at my computer a little confused. Let's figure this out. Real name is ZZYZX. And it's pronounced, and I don't know if you mean your real name or your username. Okay, so is this pronunciation that I'm about to do your real name or your username? Zizix. Zizix. Am I saying that right? Zizix? Zizix. Okay, and for now, I'm going to say Zizix is laughing at me, and I'm laughing at me, and the sheep are laughing at me. The sheep are just laughing at this. Is, I don't know what to do. And Shadow Scarab says Xerxes Kappa. Okay, Zizix, that's your real name. So Zizix, would you prefer to be called Zizix or Zizix? That is what I want to know. Alright, Zizix says that I pronounce his username correctly. And Mr. Decker laughing at Shadow Scarab. That, yeah. Oops, sorry, I just hit my mic. Lots of laugh. And sheep. Laughter and sheep. And derpy houses. Alright, sheep, come on. Come on. And we'll grab this one up here. We want some friends. We want some sheep friends just out and about. And these sheep friends did not follow. And Zizix says we'll keep it simple and go with Zizix. Okay. But Zizix, alright. Cool. And Acrelia, not Owl, not Zy, but Zizix, right? Okay. Although I did ask Zizix if Owl was okay. And I actually said I was going to use owl, and then I kept using Zizix, so who knows? All right, there we go. Hey, how's it going? We're gonna just did that work? Oh, oh, we've ruined everything. Just a moment. Ah! Oh boy. Okay. I really dislike when this happens. I have to go into options, go back into full screen mode. There we go. Done. We were doing so good. Oh, we were doing so good. Oh, oh well. Oh well. There we go. And Zizix says, honestly, I'll respond to all of those. Okay. So Zizix will call you anything, and if we want to use an old, worn-out saying, we can call you anything you like, but you prefer that we don't call you late for breakfast, right? Has anyone heard that saying? Call me anything you like, just don't call me late for dinner or breakfast or lunch or whatever the closest mealtime to you is. I don't know if this is maybe a US phrase. I really don't know. It's a little idiom, I guess. I guess it's an idiom. No, it's not an idiom. Not by the strictest sense, I don't think. Does anyone want to look up the definition of an idiom? If someone would look up the definition of an idiom, I feel like we need to know. The people need to know. Zizix says sound good. Sounds good, excuse me. Sounds good. Ah, all right. Well, we have a whole bunch of wool. Oh, those poor sheep. They're all just in a tiny little pen. A noisy tiny little pen. Let's see. So we probably need to make some shears, actually. Because I'm going to collect a bit of wool. So we'll get some shears. Ooh. Do I have any raw food? I do not. You know, we're going to have to do something so that we can pen in chickens, but I don't know yet how I'm going to do that. Okay, Shadow Scarab says, I have heard it here for the first time. Okay, and Mr. Decker, thank you. An idiom, let's, before I read this, because it's rather long, we're going to, what are we going to do? We're going to stare at something. We're going to stare off into the distance. We're going to, is it there? Yes, there we go. Look at this. Look at this. You'll have a beautiful, unobstructed view of the horizon. Okay. An idiom is a group of words established by usage as having a meaning not deducible from those of the individual words. And then Acrelia adds, or an idiom is a phrase or a fixed expression that has a figurative or sometimes literal meaning. So, saying, call me anything you'd like, just don't call me late for supper, would not be an idiom, but it would probably be a saying or maybe even a pun. And Procat Minor UK, Pro, for short at the moment. Welcome, Pro. I'm so glad you're here in the stream. Thanks for coming along. Let everyone, welcome Pro into the stream. Pro, my name is artofmana. We've got a great little community here. We are playing vanilla Minecraft. I will be happy to answer any of your questions that you might have. And yes, vanilla Minecraft. We started, this is only the third stream I've ever done. And we are building in a Minecraft vanilla world. We have a very derp house. Please, please don't judge too strongly yet. I am trying to collect resources, and we're going to expand this, and it's hopefully in the end going to look pretty nice. But yeah, we're collecting resources, we are chatting, we have in-game goals this particular stream of farming a bit, that's sheep and wheat and all that, gathering some resources, and eventually questing out to find some spruce. Because we spent the entire episode last time, our entire stream, not finding any spruce, sadly. Okay. And then we also are chatting about usernames, and we're trying to get to 25 followers, at which point the next stream, the stream right after we reach 25 followers, we're going to have a special in-game voice chat stream, okay? So, Pro, you ask, can I join? Well, it's just a standard world. It's not, this isn't a server or anything like that. However, if you would like to join in the voice conversation, once we hit 25 followers, feel free to follow, and you can be a part of that. So you could join in voice, if not in presence in the Minecraft world. So Pro, how are you doing today? What's new and exciting? What are you up to? We like I said, we're chatting about usernames. So I'm going to go ahead and tab over real quickly and repost this straw poll if you would like to be a part of it. Excuse me, sorry. And I am also going to bear with me just a moment. I'm going to grab a drink of water. Give me just a second. Okay, and then I need to put my there we go. Pro, get the yellow and red flowers and make them into dye and dye the sheep. Pro, thank you. So this is okay. The other thing I forgot to mention is I am also a Minecraft noob. Okay, so everything you see, this is sort of me learning as we go. Last stream, like I said, I got horribly lost, and thankfully people were able to help direct me using F3 back to my base. But it's sort of a rough go. So I appreciate all of your input. And you're doing well. Good. Excellent. So we'll collect some flowers. Hey, there we go. I don't know how much. Do you need to collect all the flowers? I don't know. It seems like, you know, one of the things is I don't want to take all the flowers because they're kind of nice, right? Kind of nice. Although, am I mistaken? Can I simply do this? We don't need any bones. Let's go ahead and try this. We can... Heh. Some oxeye daisies, right? Isn't that what that is? Oh, look at that. See? And we're back in business. And actually, I wanted to use some bone meal over here. Not falling into the hole. Now that all the grass is back, look at that. There we go. And we... Perfect. Perfect. Yeah, there we go. I'm digging this. I'm digging this. Cool. Pro says, let's see. Age, location, Minecraft years, and months. So one flower is one dye. Okay. Oh, Acrelia says one flower, one dye. Thank you, Acrelia. Pro, I'm not quite sure I understand your age, location, Minecraft years, and months. Minecraft years and... Are you asking my age and location? Or in-game? Or I don't know. I'm on the West Coast, in any event. So it is currently 10:30 for me. We've been streaming for an hour. I stream Fridays, 9:30 to 11:30. We do what's called a mana splash raid at the end, where we dive in to another person's stream, and today we are once again going to be going to false symmetries stream. Okay, and then in Minecraft years and months, I guess how long I've been playing? Not long at all. I played a few weeks when I was back when oh gosh, this was maybe a year and a half ago, and I played just for a brief time, and then I didn't have a really capable computer, so I kind of let it go and left it at that. And then after getting a more capable machine, decided to bring it back and play some more. So, about maybe, let's say, well, gosh, about a month ago now, I got the new machine, and I started recording actually some Minecraft videos, and then also just started streaming for the first time. It's the very first time. So, yeah, that's the whole thing about here. Pro, you asks you asks. I can't speak. You ask my gender. So, Pro, if you decide to follow, you should see a little pop-up that might clue you in on my gender. Or if you look at my my user icon, hopefully you'll get a clue there. I'll leave it to you to decipher. I know I have a relatively high-pitched voice, but you know. So let's see. I'm trying to think what I want to do here. I really don't know. I think as I'm running out of materials here, go ahead and put I'm just trying to clean up a little bit in here because I know that otherwise I'm not going to have what I need later. I'm running out of inventory space. So yeah, just go ahead and do that. Pro, I could give you give you my Skype, and I could teach you how to become a pro like me. I've been playing for 5 years. Awesome, awesome. Very cool. Well, Mr. Decker, spoilers, Mana is a 10-year-old girl. Pro, as far as my age, right now, I'm curious. I don't want to give it out just yet because I actually find it a lot of fun for people to guess. Okay, I know that maybe it sounds like a cop-out, but I legitimately find it fun for people to guess. So right now, I kind of leave it to you, and we'll see. And Zizix laughs out loud, in fact, that I am a 10-year-old girl. I mean, I don't know. Is the truth funny? I don't get it. Oh dear. All right. You know, actually, here I got these flowers so I could actually make some dyes. Now, the oxide daisy, is that going to make a white dye? Is that going to make a white dye? I don't know. I'm going to just leave that up there for the moment. I don't think I need it at the moment. But dirt and cobblestone would be nice to have some extras of that. We'll keep our crafting table. Okay, boy, our chest is really filling up. And it is night already. And I still have not torched up the place. Okay. Oh, gosh. Pro guesses. 16 to 21. Well, that's a wide range. You know, 16 to 21. That's, I mean, a lot happens in that range. So, I mean, it's kind of hedging your bets, you know? I mean, like, I was going to guess somewhere between, you know, 12 and 80. But, you know, I could be wrong. Sorry, Pro, I'm teasing. Okay, let's see. Uh, yeah, let's try dyeing dyeing some sheep. I feel like I should probably have some sheep separated. Like maybe what I could do if I make some more fences is I could I could extend this out. At which point, I'd have to change this up, fill in this pond, which is a shame because I do like it. But maybe I could replicate it on this side, make that pond over here. That might work. Or maybe actually, instead I could clear this up because I clearly don't need an infinite water source, as I discovered if I just take water from right here. And then I could actually have a few different pens, so I could have some colored pens over here. That might be a good idea. Okay. Corellia guesses, I guess 26 to 27. If if this is the game we're playing now, Pro guesses 23. Uh, Pro says keep the black ones away from the whites. Okay. I'm assuming because only the white sheep will be able to be dyed. Is that correct? I realize though, as I say that, two things. First of all, and I hope that you weren't trolling me, but I realized as I said that it does not sound good. So I call attention to it. Probably shouldn't call attention to it, but I probably should be more aware of when I say things because that does not sound good. But I think the point there was legitimate. Um, so what we're going to go ahead and do first, plunk down a few torches. Eventually we will probably do this in a little bit better manner, a little bit nicer, um, more orderly. I actually spent a lot of time in the first world that I played in, carefully mapping out where all the torches would go. And I did a lot of things that actually were just time sinks, but really didn't have a huge benefit. And eventually I'd pick up all the torches, so why would I, place them so carefully? So, this time we're just going to kind of haphazardly throw them about. But I know where they are, and hopefully this means that when it does turn night, people aren't going to be uh, in the dark. And actually, I haven't gone down here yet. So, keeping the torches on the right so that when I'm coming back, I can look to the left to leave. Ooh. I did not realize that this was here. Okay, not too shabby, not too shabby. Got some iron that we can take. We've got some coal. Maybe this will be a future time, though. I don't know that I'm going to do it now. Boy, it does seem to go for a while, though, doesn't it? And some lava, which... I put my bucket back, darn. Definitely do not want to burn to a crisp. So we'll just leave it at that, because eventually we will come back here, I think, collect all the ore. Because we do have actually quite a decent amount of ore, although we could probably do with some more iron, maybe some more coal. Actually, I think we have quite a lot of coal. But see how nice it is? I can follow the torches on my left to leave. Excellent. Pro, I don't know. That seems a bit rude. That seems a bit rude. Seems a bit rude. Unless I'm mistaken, seems a bit rude. But it's hard in chat. Sometimes things don't quite come across as you would expect them to. So please understand. I just am pointing that out. Okay, so I kind of do want a bucket. Okay. Now Corellia says, every streamer takes a while to find their groove and get some more flow, animation to their voice. Early days for mana yet. Thank you. Thanks, Acrelia. Acrelia, yeah, I appreciate that. The benefit of the doubt is always appreciated. As you said, I am very new. But you know, I'm trying to keep things interesting. Pro likes my windows. Thanks. I think I need to make them one larger, actually. That was something I intended after I put the roof on, but I haven't done it yet. So I think I'm going to collect some lava, and then we'll do that. And I needed to make fences. I got distracted with chat. As a matter of fact, I'm going to get distracted even more, because what we'll do right now is expand these windows. I think this is going to look good. Much better anyway. So, is everyone enjoying the stream so far? Let me know, please. I'm having a good time, as always. And, okay. I do have some oak fences, but not a lot, so we'll go ahead and make some more. Probably not that many more, actually. Oops, what am I doing here? And actually, yeah, let's do that many more. I'll need to make some more sticks, but I do need to get quite a bit of fence material if I'm going to be doing the the pen, right? So yeah, I need that. Acrelia, so far so good, Mana. Thank you, Acrelia. And Zizix, oh yes. Cool. Having a good time. Awesome. I do have some sand. Actually, I could make some legitimate glass windows. I like that. I really like that effect. I think that looks good. And maybe the sides might have that. But, you know, I think I might need to have some nice picture windows there. But it looks okay for now, I think. I don't know. What do you think? What do you think? And that, yeah, I think that's kind of cool, actually. That'll work. It'll do. And I only have 23 fence posts. I don't know if it's enough. Okay. Pro says, I like you take your time because in the time I've been watching you, I would have nether portal, full diamond, huge house. Pro. Pro, I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. Humble brag much? Okay. Alright, and here we go. So I think I'm gonna try and make this look somewhat organic. See, and I'm gonna kind of put this in. Oh, okay. Hold on a sec. Whew. Glad you didn't get out just yet. Well, I guess you couldn't have because this was there. Oh boy. Pro, may I ask a question? And I mean this legitimately. Are you trolling, or or are you just, is this kind of your sarcastic humor? Because if it's your sarcastic humor, it's just helpful to know that, you know? Because it's hard sometimes when it's just text for it to come across, you know? And I don't mind a bit of sarcastic humor to me, but to the other members in chat, I would definitely appreciate being respectful to them. So just something to keep in mind. Our community is meant to be strong and good, so. Alright, Pro. So hang on a second. Pro, also, this is a friendly community. I'd appreciate that you watch your language. You say you're not trolling, so okay. I will keep it at that. But please, please try to be a little bit more positive and respectful in the chat. And also, during this stream, I won't be joining your Skype chat right now, but feel free to message me on Twitch if you'd like. Okay? See, I'm already going to get rid of that torch that I placed there. Oops. Okay. Yeah, see, I think this looks fairly organic. I think this would work. And I am going to fill this in. Because then I can put that there. Alright. Okie dokie. Pro, to tell you the truth, I'm not entirely certain. Pro asks, did I swear? And Pro, I apologize if you didn't. But it was blocked out in chat, which leads me to think it probably was something that we'd prefer not to have in chat. So just kind of, this is just sort of to let you know, please give some thought to what you say. And I apologize if that was not actually the case. All right. Let's see. So everyone who is in chat now, here's what I'm wondering. After I do the the fence and the pen for the sheep, I think I want to go and find some spruce. All right. So, does that sound like a good idea? Should we go go through? I don't know. So let's just see what happens. Let's build that fence post. Okay. Or sorry, let's not build that fence post. Let's build that pen. Let's sleep. There we go. And we'll go through. Zizix says, let's go on an adventure. All right, Zizix. Excellent. So, Zizix, and Acrelia says, spruce, 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 spruce. Cool. Zizix, I might ask that you be in charge of our our direction, or our what am I trying to think of? Okay, you say go, well, Rold says, I say go north for the spruce. See, what I'm thinking is, Zizix, you can be in charge right there of our location, our coordinates. Oh, and we've got an Enderman. Changed my mind. We'll dirt in, and I can't sleep. But if I could sleep, I'd sleep. I'm going to stare right here. I don't like Enderman. The only time I've ever had a legitimate encounter with an Enderman, I have died. So, yeah, I think I don't know. I don't know. Oh boy, I'm not sure. And I hear the Enderman. I do not like this. I do not like this one bit. Shall we go out? Do I have anything incredibly good on me? Well, that's okay. I'll I don't like it. I don't like it. Is he still down there? I don't know. Oh, and look, the water that I took, did the Enderman take that water? So odd. So odd. Okay. Let's fill that back up. Enderman seems to be gone, so that's good. I hear spiders. Ooh. I don't know. Pro says put water on Enderman to make them go away, or teleport away, or throw eggs and snowball. Pro, I don't think that is true. I'm pretty sure that would enrage them. Zizix, can you show your coordinates again? Absolutely. Here we go. These are the coordinates. This is where we would like to go. Okay. There we are. So you got those Zizix? We good to go? We G to G? You know, this pen, I'm just going to go ahead and plunk a few of these down here. Ooh, did I need to do that? I don't. Oh. Not thinking once again. Okay, Zizix says he's got it. Okay. Want to throw them in chat there? And then you're our point person for our coordinates. Okay. So, negative 260 by negative 50. Okay. You know what? We will figure this out later because we don't yet need to get the colored wool. So that's a work in progress there. We've got some stuff here. Maybe I should set some of our other foods to grow. Let's put some carrots and potatoes, and potentially some more seeds. Ooh, and some sugar cane. No, I don't think I'll do sugar cane. And Zizix says Acrelia got it too. Acrelia, thank you very much. But both of you, I think between the two of you, I feel fairly safe, fairly comfortable here. So we will put some vegetables down. I don't want to put all of them down. I want to keep one at least, because I think generally you get one back, right? Generally speaking, I think so. But I just don't want to risk losing all of it, since we'd have to go all the way back to find it again. So we'll put that there. We'll put our flowers up here. We'll put our bone meal up there. Put our seeds as well. And we don't need our wheat. Don't need diorite. Do want some dirt. We need some more food, actually. But I think I'm going to go ahead and rolled as soon as I said it. Since there is a little delay, rolled. You'll have to trust me that I said it just about exactly as you said. So, yes. Okay. Oh, I believe we have another follower. Let's see who we have here. Pro, thank you for following. Thank you so much. Excellent. Did you see the pop-up? Yes. Thanks for joining the Friends of Mana. Everyone, you finally get to see. That is the pop-up that I have been wanting to show you for so long. Last stream, it just did not work. So thanks so much, Pro. Really appreciate it. Thanks for following, joining along here. We won't take the buckets. And you'll notice too, everything seems to be correct. If you look in the bottom right-hand corner, we do have our most recent most recent activity staying there. So I'm really happy that that is working. Did not want to last time. Don't need those. And yeah, okay. I do need to get some more food, but we're going to nom on some gross zombie flesh here. Ugh. Mr. Decker, you missed the pop-up. Aw, man. So that just means we need to see someone else follow. If someone else follows today, then we will see. Zizix, what did you think of it? I'm assuming you got to see. And also, Zizix, I'm pretty sure last time you were working out while the stream was going. So I don't know why. I'm just curious. Because I think that's kind of cool, killing two birds with one stone. So if I could work out while streaming, that would be kind of nice. Okay. Acrelia said, I saw a little mana dance. And Zizek said it was great. Awesome. So happy those things are all working. Okay, so I've got zombie flesh for day. I've got some material for torches. I'm going to get a bit more. What am I doing? I'll take all of that. Okay. Zizek says that working out in quotation marks, I jog. Oh, jogging is totally working out. Totally working out. You know what? I can make a bow and have arrows on me. So we're going to do that before we go. Which I believe is like so? No. No. That would not make sense. That's not how a bow works. It's this way. Oops. There we go. And we have ourselves a mighty bow. Okay. Not too shabby. We are going to need a pickaxe. Rold says make a boat or two and sail the ocean. You know what? Yeah. We are going to do that. We'll just put some tools kind of up here. I don't need this anymore. Probably don't need that many sticks, to be honest. Put that there as well. I don't like the food situation at the moment. That's not making me too happy. We have a crafting bench. We have enough cobblestone to make a furnace if we, well, we will need to make a furnace, come to think of it. Yes, let's get some wood and have that handy. I think that would be useful. We'll grab some oak to do that. Actually, we'll just keep a little bit of oak handy. There we go. Oops. So let's craft that up into planks. Let's make a couple of boats. One, nope. One. Can they stack? No, they cannot. Okay. I'll have a boat there. Have some extra wood. A bed would be nice, but I don't want to... Well, actually, I don't know. We do have the apples. We don't have any gold yet. I don't want to waste the apples, because I feel like just having a few golden apples would be nice, you know? And overall... Oh, you know what? Took a look and saw that my sword is getting pretty low. Don't want to lose my iron sword and not have anything, so we will craft up another one of those. There we go. Now we have some iron to put away. We have boats. We have crafting tables. We have, well, I think pretty much everything we need except for a furnace. Yeah, Acrelia, just bring a furnace, sword, and coal for food on the go. Okay, let me go ahead and craft a furnace, because at some point I'm going to need that for food. Yeah. Okay. Good plan. There we go. I think there's nothing here that I would be horribly upset if we lost, although I don't want to lose all those arrows. 17 ought to get us where we need to go. Oh boy, I am nervous, because it is only about a half hour. Wow, we only have about a half hour left, everyone. Wow. This is just flying by. I'd say every week, the time just, you know, by the end of the stream, I'm thinking, I want to do this longer. So maybe, perhaps that might be a future goal once we reach the 25 followers, or we do a longer stream or a special stream or something like that. Right now, I am just sticking to once a week time slot, and I am so happy that you all join. And I know I say that a lot, and I fear that it might sound insincere, but I genuinely do appreciate all of your presence, and it's just a lot of fun to play games with you. So thank you. Okay. Let me just take care of this creeper real quick. Oh, whoa. Oh, okay. Oh, there we go. Oh, hi, Skelly. Let's scope out real quick and make sure that I'm relatively safe. And let's test out this new bow. Okay. Oh. Did I get him? I don't know if I'm getting him. Oh, I'm definitely not. Okay, do I need to aim a little higher maybe? Aha! I think what I really want to do is get pretty far. Oops, not that far. Oh, darn. Hey! Alright, you know what? Just trying to kind of test out the bow. And I do know there is an achievement if you get a skelly from really far away, but obviously that wasn't far enough away. Okay, everyone, we ready to go adventuring? We've got half an hour to find spruce. Ooh, boy. Alright, so let's check out F3. We want to go north. Facing north. Plunk down our boat. Okay, we are off. Everyone, we are going north. Iron Flash, hello, welcome to the stream. I am artofmana, and I'm really happy that you're here. We are we are in search right now of spruce wood. That is the whole plan. And Iron Flash, we've been discussing, and I'm gonna put it back in chat. Hang on a second. We have been discussing today usernames. So if you would like to participate, feel free to check out that that straw poll. And yeah, that's our topic for conversation today. And we are trying, yes, to to get some spruce wood, to underp our little hut over there. We are also, we also did a bit of farming, so that was kind of our plan. And then our overarching goal is we're trying to grow our community to 25 followers. We have, gosh, I think 19 now. And once we hit that goal, we are going to have a special live voice chat stream with all of the followers. So we'll hit that goal, and then the following stream, the very next stream, we'll have everyone in a voice chat. During the week, I'll message all the followers through Twitch and everything, and it'll be a lot of fun. So, yeah. And Iron Flash, you say, we're getting Minecraft in a few days. Oh, nice. You're with your sister? Excellent. Have you played Minecraft before? Is that an ocean monument? I've never seen an ocean monument. Oh, wow. Okay, so we have a new thing to. Oh, that's right. These ones like to attack, don't they? We're going to move away. Would someone like to please post those deets in the chat? So that I can potentially find. I think, going north, I probably ought to be fine, but. Okay, so the Guardians. Now, will the Guardians attack me while I'm in a boat? I think so. I think so. But I want confirmation before I go any further. Excellent, excellent. Okay, so we have both the deets posted. Thank you, Acrelia, and Mr. Decker. And then Iron Flash says yes, they will attack. Okay, Zizix also confirms that. So I do not want to be attacked by them. Instead, we're going to go over here and hope that my boat doesn't break. And we will hold shift after all, so that seems like a good idea. And Iron Flash says, I have Minecraft on tablet. Okay, excellent. You know, that is actually, nowadays, a really good version. It's not too shabby. You know, the Pocket Edition. I play it actually on occasion on my phone, just for fun. And I do intend, when it comes out for the Wii U, to get it on the Wii U as well. But I will admit that playing it on the computer is kind of the way to go. There aren't a lot of games that I would say this of, but in the case of Minecraft, I think it just works, you know? I mean, all the inventory management, everything is sort of set up really for a mouse. And it works well on Pocket Edition. I think they did a really great thing, especially with auto jump, but there's something really satisfying about playing on the computer. So that's really cool. I'm glad that you're going to be playing. Let's see. Acrelia says Wii U is a bit of a novelty, not too well optimized in terms of the GUI yet, or the GUI, or however you prefer to say that. Yeah, you know, I suspected as much. I wish that, you know, it was really optimized for, say, the gamepad, because that's such a cool thing. But no, I think the computer is really, for a lot of reasons, just kind of the Minecraft place to be. And I say this as someone who really does appreciate and enjoy consoles. But Iron Flash, you say you don't have one. Does that mean you don't have a Wii U, or you don't have a computer? You have story mode, though. Fantastic. So you must have... I don't think that's on tablet, is it? Maybe it is. Alright, so we are going to, I guess, go around this way to avoid the Guardians. Ah, you don't have a computer, Iron Flash says. Okay, yeah. Well, you know, so are you planning on getting it for a console? Which console are you going to be getting it for? And is that part of... I don't know. Looks like there's something down there. Maybe it's part of the temple still. I don't really know. Iron Flash says you're on Xbox. Well, there you go. Xbox 360 is where it started on consoles, if I'm not mistaken, right? And then it expanded from there. I don't know. PS3, I think the Xbox 360 and the PlayStation 3 may have had Minecraft come out at the same time. I'm not sure. Is that a stronghold? What, can a stronghold be underwater? Zizix? Zizix is asking that question, by the way. Yeah, I don't know. And also, I really am on the open sea, aren't I? Oh, I feel like there has to be somewhere around here. There has to be some spruce. And you know what? I think we're in luck. Because it looks like there's some snow up there, and where there's snow, generally speaking, I find spruce. Could be wrong. Look at that. That is cool. All right. We are going to take a little screenshot of that. Did we take a screenshot of that? I think we did. Iron Flash says that he also has a PS3, and Rolled says False will be live in 11 minutes. Okay, Rolled, thank you for letting me know. I do believe that false symmetry will be um, she will be live in that much time. Let's see. She says, or it says on her stream, starting in, yes, 11 minutes. Okay. Thank you for letting me know. Uh, let's see if we can't just real quickly explore here. And it may be that I'm going to have to be out in the open at night when we leave this, which has me a little worried. I like to be back in my house. I really would. But, you know, the mana splash raid has to happen. So, for those of you who do not know, we will do a mana splash raid in about 11 minutes time when False Symmetry goes live. And what that is, we will jump into her stream and we will go ahead and say, you know, mana splash raid. And I'd encourage you all to stick around. So, um, Iron Flash says, careful with those creepers. And I am worried about that. Okay, hang on a second, because I'm also not seeing any spruce here. Does not seem like this is the way to go. But let me get in my boat, and then I'm going to just take a moment to write into chat False's stream. Oh, there we go. Okay, phew. So hang on just a moment. There we go. So if you would like to join us in the Mana Splash Raid, please do. Please do. That will be fun. And Iron Flash, I'm his sis. Careful. Thank you so much. I appreciate both of you being here. That's really cool. I definitely encourage you, if you'd like to follow so you're notified when I play. I will be playing again next week. I saw that she was typing Iron Flash. That's cool. So yeah, I don't think this is where we're going to find any spruce, and I just want spruce. But is that spruce? I see oak. And everyone, I'm sorry, I know it is so dark, it's hard to see, but I do believe way up there I may spot some spruce. I also see a zomble. Which, can we do a boat? A boat battle? You know what? It's not going to work. We're going to do a swim battle. Battle of the swimmers. Okay, we've got some skellies coming down there. Don't really like that. Of course, my boat is flying away. It's a good thing we have another one. We're going to try to be quick about this. I am so nervous, being that it is so late. Dark and all of that. And all of the things are going to be out. I'm worried that a creeper is going to blow me up. Oh boy. And I'm hearing strange sounds, and I think we found spruce. And pigs. Spruce and pigs. Okay, I think we're safe to chop down the spruce. Yes! Hey everyone! Congratulations, we have found spruce. That means, even though you can't see anything at the moment, we have successfully completed our mission. We will try to get some saplings here. Hooray for spruce, everyone says. Let's get some hype in the chat for spruce. Spruce, everyone! Spruce, spruce, spruce! Oh, man. Oh, that feels good. That was a long time coming. And I have some saplings. Awesome. We'll get a little bit more. Oh, phew. And false symmetry is going to be live in about 6 minutes. Let's just quickly check in and see what our final results for the straw poll are. So what it looks like is we have 5 votes for I thought. By the way, the question again is how did you choose your username? We have 5 votes for I thought of my favorite things and put it together. We have 3 votes for it sounded cool. And we have 1 vote for username, this is my real name. So very fun. Each stream I'm thinking we might try to do something with a little straw poll, so that our little community conversation can be focused, So I'm excited to do that next time. If you have any thoughts for the questions next time, feel free to share those as well. And as we are getting to about the 5-minute countdown, I should probably think about getting back. So, hey, what were the coordinates of where I started out from? Anybody? If you wouldn't mind posting those in chat, I would be extremely grateful. I think we've got what we came for. And so I think it's time to leave this place. Oh boy. Oh, knew that was gonna happen. That sound. Horrible. Okay, and my boat's over here. And I'm low on health. Oh my goodness. Wow. Alright, we're gonna run this way a little bit. We're going to try to eat. Can I gain health in I can gain health while I am in a boat. That's good. Whew, I'm risking it. Iron Flash says careful. Oh boy. Oh great. Thanks everyone. Acrelia, Mr. Decker, and Rolled all gave us the coordinates. And Zizik says, all of you are faster typers than me. Don't worry about it. That scared me out. Oh boy. Okay. So, negative 260 by negative 50. So we've got... I probably should be facing south a bit more. There we go. I'm getting a little bit careless there. We'll keep eating and try and keep regaining our health. And that is the same ocean monument Rolled. Yeah, because I turned back south. So that is the same. I'm pretty sure. And then Iron Flash, those creepers creep. It's true. Wait, did you say that's another ocean monument? It is? Oh, wow. Huh. Okay. Let's see. Oh, wait a minute. Whoa, I'm way off track here. What am I doing? Oh, what am I doing? So bad. Well, everyone, it looks like we did not hit 25 followers this stream. So it will not happen next stream, the voice chat. But thank you all for coming. Thanks to those who have subscribed. Trox and Pro. And there's a creeper in the water. Wait a minute. I just realized. Acrelia, I am totally going the wrong way. This is so true. My thought is this. We are super close to the the Mana Splash raid. So I'm going to kind of just close things up. We're gonna boat around. We're gonna stop on this little island here. This will be where we stop. Next stream, we're gonna start in the middle of nowhere. Literally in the middle of nowhere. Apparently we're going to keep taking screenshots because that's a thing. But we've got a little island here. Oh, we're poisoned. That's not good. We've got our little island. So we're castaways at the moment. Oh boy. But I don't see any creepers, so we'll be king of the world. We're climbing a tree, looking out at the great expanse, probably not going to see our boat again. And Trox says, and he was never seen again. Trox, You're probably right. But Trox and Pro, thanks again for following. That's a really nice little view. Look at that. Yeah. So again, we are going to kind of wind this stream down as we only have about a minute. Thank you again for coming along for the ride. Next week, same time, we'll stream for 2 hours, and hopefully we can hit that goal of 25 followers next stream. And so feel free to invite anyone that you think might enjoy coming along for the ride. However, I just want to again reiterate that I appreciate all of you who have come and joined all these days. I think we're building a strong community. I think it's going to be really exciting to see where we go in the future. So tune in next time. We're going to go ahead and jump into Falsa's stream for this very cool thing, which you'll see in a moment, the Mana Splash Raid. As always, be well, do well. I will see you in the next stream. Take care. But I spoke too soon. There we go. Okay, it's up now. Okay, later everyone. Bye Zizix. Bye Art and Flash. Bye Acrelia. Bye Trox. Everyone who is in chat, thank you so much for coming along. It was a lot of fun. We have 18 followers. Not too shabby. Not too shabby. So let's jump in. False is live. Bye everyone.